What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I am Arden Coots, and today I'm going to be talking about planning for 2024. So I'll be covering like why you should have a plan if you want one, how to create a plan, and action steps, and what goes into planning, and how to be successful in your 2024 plans. I do a lot of planning for myself, sometimes for other people, depending on what they need. I enjoy it greatly, maybe a little too much, but it brings me great joy. Um, and so I wanted to make a video about planning for 2024. So as always, I've got my little notes here. So I'll be looking down until I get better at these video things. I'm probably gonna have notes with me. But to start off with, why setting a goal and planning is helpful. So for me personally, I like to plan because it helps reduce stress. I have a lot of anxiety, especially around knowing where I'm supposed to be and when I'm supposed to be there and what I'm supposed to be doing. So planning helps me greatly reduce the amount of anxiety that I have in my life. So I think that is why I enjoy it so much and put so much effort into it. So planning can help reduce stress. It can help you visualize where you want to go and what things you want to achieve. And it can help you keep on track and stay organized, which I think a lot of us need. I know I do. Because otherwise I'm just spinning out of control. So I need it to keep myself in order and in line. So where do you start? Or how do you start? If you've never planned it before, it can be overwhelming. There are a lot of tools out there. There are a lot of people selling you things. There are a bajillion different kinds of planners and calendars and all the things that you can get. But when it comes to planning, how I like to do it is I like to look at where I currently am. Um, what's gone well, what hasn't gone well, what's worked this year, what hasn't worked this year, where do I need to make changes in my life or in my habits. If you have already planned or been a planner, you can look at what planning pieces worked for you. Did you have a habit tracker? Did you like it? Did you not like it? So I start off with like a nice self assessment, self evaluation. Um, and I look at like where I am right now and where I want to go. So one of my goals in 2024 is to move to Minnesota. So what steps do I need to take now in my life to reach that goal in the summer of 2024? That would be part of my self-assessment. What things do I need to change to make that happen? Or what things do I need to accomplish to make that happen? So part of your self-assessment, again, is like looking at what worked, what didn't work. Um, are you looking to create new habits? Maybe you want to lose weight. Maybe you want to eat better. So how can you change what you did this current year, next year, to achieve those things? Are you looking for a new profession, life changes? What are some lessons learned that you can take from 2023 into 2024? Just sitting down and kind of doing a brain dump of all of that in a journal can help you kind of visualize where you want to go in 2024. The next part is figuring out what your vision and your priorities are for 2024. So now that you've done that brain dump, you can kind of look at it as a whole and say, okay, now I know where I was and where I want to go. So the next step that I like to do is create a mission or a vision statement. So I'm not prepared. I can't tell you what mine is for 2024, but it is something along the lines of I want to cultivate and create a growing community of creative and like-minded individuals or something like that. So this mission or vision statement helps you guide your goal setting. The things that you want to achieve should help you reach or should feed into that mission statement. So that's kind of your overall or overarching thing to look at when you start your goal planning. I like to create SMART goals. I'm sure you've heard this, especially if you're in like the corporate world. But you want to make sure your goals are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. Otherwise, you'll find yourself just kind of mm, like throwing, spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. Like if I make a goal that is, um, I want to lose weight. Great. How much do I want to lose? When do I want to lose it by? How do I want to lose it? Like, go as in depth into your goal setting as you possibly can. You might not always have all the information, but you can definitely set time, um, have a timeline for when you want to achieve your goals. So if you don't know the specifics, at least give yourself a block of time to achieve it. Because if you just say you want to, again, lose weight without any time frame or any other information along with it, you probably will not achieve that goal. Because in your mind, you're going to be like, oh, well, I've got 12 months to lose weight. That could be 1 pound, that could be 5 pounds, like whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to have any problems achieving that. And then you run into some problems. You probably will not achieve it. So try to do SMART goals if possible. You're not mandatory, but like again, as much information as possible that you can put into your goal setting, the better. And that kind of will create a roadmap for you to achieve your vision. So SMART goals. And then from those goals, you can create action plans. This is one of my favorite things to do. Action plans and timelines. So you break down your goals into manageable steps. So we'll use, I want to lose 10 pounds in 2 months and keep it off for at least 4 months, something like that. Maintain it, right? Because it might be easy to lose 10 pounds, but then you got to try not to gain it back. You got to maintain. So, part of that would be breaking down your goal into manageable steps and tasks and assigning yourself a time frame. So, I like to do it in like months, weeks, and days. What my steps will be. And that's a little much, right? I think a lot of people probably do months and weeks. But I like to be as specific as possible when it comes to my action plans and my time frames. I also like to reward myself. So I will set a time frame to achieve something, and if I reach it, I get something I want. That can be buying myself something. Usually it's like a book or something like that. Or just like some little trinket that I've wanted that I can't justify spending money on just to have it. So I recommend treating yourself to something, taking yourself out to lunch, anything like that. Um, so once you've got your action plan and your timeline, you want to set yourself up for success. So build a support system. Find Instagram groups or communities, channels, whatever they're called now. Facebook groups, friends, family, like anyone who will be there to help you be accountable for what you're trying to achieve. It helps with motivation, right? As do, again, like rewards. Seeing those tangible differences. We'll keep using weight loss as an example. Take a before photo, and then when you hit your timeline, take an after photo, or take a photo each week or each month so you can see the difference, because that's going to keep you motivated and keep you going. And also share your successes. Like the internet can be a terrible place, but it can also be a great place. So share your successes and just kind of like bask in that win. It's good. It's wonderful. um, so those are kind of like the 6 basic steps that I do when goal setting. I would like to know, I would love to learn more about how you're setting up your goals for 2024 and how you're prepping for 2024. Do you use planners? Do you just wing it? Like, what are you doing? I would love to share, or I'd love for you to share your planning thoughts in the comments below. And that is all for today. I'll probably be doing a blog post about this too if I can get my shit together and actually do it and post it. goals. With that, I want to thank you for joining me for today's video. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow, all those things. And one of my goals for 2024 is to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of next year. So if you subscribe to my channel, you are helping me achieve that goal, and I would greatly appreciate it. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Arden Coots. And with that, get out there, try something new, and have some fun. Okay, bye.